New tonight, Virginia Mason Memorial Hospital in Yakima is facing a lawsuit. It's coming from a patient who says she was sexually assaulted multiple times by a doctor who'd already been reported by somebody else. KVU's Emily Goodell talked to a lawyer representing one of the victims.
Virginia Mason Memorial Hospital is facing a medical malpractice lawsuit by a former patient who says a former doctor there sexually assaulted her during 3 exams in 2018.
She was sick and she needed help.
The lawsuit says Dr. Alberto Roman Cabezas performed unnecessary pelvic exams on her in January, August, and October, unwanted, ungloved, and with no chaperone present.
When patients go into the hospital, they're in a very vulnerable state, and they are trusting that the folks that are going to be providing treatment are safe people, that they're not sexual predators.
The lawsuit says this wasn't the first time. Documents from the Yakima Police Department show another woman had reported the doctor a year earlier.
You have almost a mirror image of the same behavior.
She told police the doctor performed 7 medically unnecessary pelvic exams on her in a 3-day period.
That witness is not my client, but that witness is the person who put the hospital on notice of a very concerning pattern of behavior. They investigated, but they took no action against him. Dr. Alberto Roman Cabezas should never have been given the opportunity to see patients after this initial report in December of 2017. They should have taken more extreme action and at the very least should have chaperoned him in all patient interactions.
KVU reached out to hospital officials who said Virginia Mason Memorial cannot comment on a case in litigation. Our goal is always to provide the highest quality of patient care.
It's a wake-up call. We're not trying to punish anybody with this lawsuit. We're really trying to make positive changes for patient safety in the future.
Dr. Roman Cabezas resigned from the hospital in November 2018. A year later, he was charged with 2 counts each of second-degree rape and indecent liberties.
This doctor has fled authorities, and we don't know if he will ever be brought to justice.
His medical license in both Washington State and Costa Rica remain active and show no enforcement actions against him. The Washington State Medical Commission told KVU they have an open case on Dr. Roman Cabezas that is still in process, but have had some COVID-19 related delays. Police believe he may be in Costa Rica. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KVU Local News.
Most of us woke to frosty cars this morning, and while it might not be so pleasant to sit inside your car while it warms up, police say letting it idle while it's out of your sight might not be the best idea either. Richland police say when the temperature drops, they say an increase of vehicle thefts. It stems from people letting their car heat up while they're still inside, and a criminal sees an opportunity. RPD explains sometimes people will leave personal items inside the car that can also be stolen.
Gaining access and getting information out of your vehicle that you put in there that you wouldn't normally, as far as leaving your purse in there or a backpack.
They warn drivers to be alert even if you have a remote start, and if your car is stolen, to always contact them.
With COVID and the flu both floating around, doctors fear the combo could spell trouble. So the state is giving flu shots to people who don't have health insurance. Washington's health department is working with Safeway on this. Adults can get the flu vaccine at these Safeway pharmacies in Kennewick, Toppenish, and Yakima. Just call ahead. It's free for uninsured adults. Most insurance companies, Medicare and Medicaid, also cover flu shots. Well, today, Columbia Basin College and Eastern Washington University signed an agreement to allow students better access to resources. KVU's Neil Fisher was there.
Transferring from a community college to a 4-year school may be difficult for some, but on Friday, Columbia Basin College and Eastern Washington University signed an agreement to make the process a lot easier for students.
Today we're signing an agreement that's designed to help Columbia Basin College students transition to Eastern in a much more seamless and much easier way for them.
Approximately 150 students transfer from CBC to Eastern each year, making this agreement a great partnership.
It is a top choice transfer institution for our students, so this is really just going to help clear the path, give them more opportunities to seamlessly transfer on and remove those hurdles that they might have otherwise had.
The agreement allows students at CBC access to resources provided by Eastern.
This allows them access to our advising structure, and so we can make sure that that transition to Eastern, to our campus in Cheney, that they have all of their prerequisites in place, that they're lined up and just ready to hit the ground running. It's evolved into something more than just helping students choose the right class. It's about partnering with students to find their way through a complex organization, through a complex structure, through a complex curriculum, and making sure that not just that they're in the right class, but they're in the right major, and they're setting themselves up for the right career that they want afterwards.
We have another agreement that we're just signing with WSU Tri-Cities to do very similar things as well, and so we'll be scheduling a signing ceremony probably in the next few weeks or so.
CBC says that this is something they will continue to do in the future to make the process easier for students. Reporting in Pasco, Neil Fisher, KapKVU Local News.